Hello, my name is Pete. I'm talking today about Obama. I think Obama is about the best chance we have right now. I know that out of everything that's going on now, he's the best one for the job, I believe. I believe he's the closest thing that we can get to a change. You know, they talk about him not having experience. What would he do if they called him at 3 o'clock in the morning? Let me tell you what he would do. He would get up. If it's important enough, they'd have a whole bunch of his experts would all meet down in a room. And they would all sit around the table. And all of his experts would tell him all the choices that he would have. And he would make a decision from there. So, if you got a person with a level head and his heart is in the right spot, which looks like that's where a boy's heart is, and he's pretty level-headed, you know. Hillary said something about other people treating her different because she's a female. I'm thinking that with all the talent that he has, that if he was a white male, he'd get treated different too. This race would be over. It'd just be him and McCain going in and out. It still shocked me when he first started running. It shocked me that, because I never felt as though America had grown enough to see, to make a right choice if it happens to be a black person. But so far, I'm still in shock. But now about this expert bit. I mean, you'd be surrounded by experts. And he could make up his mind what would be the best thing. Only thing that qualifies him to make a good decision is if his heart is in the right spot. If he got common sense. He seemed like his heart is in the right spot. He's talking about doing what the American people want. You know. And, you know, it's scary that all the people in the Democratic Party is not really Democrats. You got a whole lot of undercover Republicans in the Democrat Party. I spotted Joe Lieberman a long time ago. I told my wife, I said, I've been telling her, I said, I would think they have some undercover Republicans in it to let them know what's going on. You know what I know about the Republicans? And Joe Lieberman starts standing out in my head. And finally he's come out the closet. He's out in the middle of the floor now, you know. And then when Nancy Pelosi come in office, and the first thing she said was, gonna take impeachment off the table. Now, I'm wondering, is she a closet Republican too? See, a lot of people are talking about how the Senate and them are not passed the bills the way they should. They don't have as much Democrats as you think Democrats. You got a whole bunch of people saying they're Democrats, but they're undercover Republicans. They get paid under the table. You've got to get a few more Democrats in there to get the power back. This country is so far behind. Boy, I'm going to tell you, we need a lot of help to get this country back on its feet. Whoever the next president is, which I think is going to be Obama, he's got his job cut out for him. See? The thing I have against Hillary is every time I looked up, her and Joe Lieberman, every time I looked up, they was up there grinning in Bush's face. You know? And I was trying to figure out who wanted to kiss him the most. Yeah. But times is bad now, and I hope the people this time get it together. Even though we're having a few, the Democrat Party is having a few bumps. Hey, we cannot go back the same way we just put up with for 8 years. This country cannot afford that go in Bush's direction anymore. And if you take a good look at who the Republican Party has running now, he seemed like he had a few issues to me. You know, when I look at a guy like him, I cut the sound off. That's what I want you to do. Cut the sound off when he's talking next time, and just sit and look at him while he's talking. I think the boy's just about over the edge. I think he went through all this strain of being captured and mistreated and not knowing if they're going to live or die and all that stuff. And I don't think he's quite qualified. If his heart got right, I don't think his head could handle it. The best thing I can see now is Joe Lieber. I mean, not Joe Lieber, is Obama. That's the one and only that I can see right now. And I hope a lot of people is really keeping their eye on what's going on. And you got people that still not voting, and you got people that call themselves Christians that don't care nothing about it. I was raised up where people cared for other people who needed help. Bush came in talking about he was a Christian, and he ain't never done nothing for nobody who didn't already have something. This new religion just popped up here all of a sudden, and they backing up Bush. I'm like, how can a true religion, people of God, people of good and kindness, back up what Bush is doing? And he got a cute little name for it too. Conservative. Boy, that's just like calling fertilizer, calling shit fertilizer. Same thing. And I guess I'll say about all I'm going to say on this subject right now. And I want to thank you people very much for listening to me. And good night to y'all.